Here. Javier was, I'm just getting my stuff together. Hey, Audrey, what's up, sweetheart? How are you doing today? Hello, 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 welcome in. Let me put my phone up. Maybe it's so weird. Oh, that's why it's black. Okay. So will you please try not to shoot your eye out again? Our burner go away. It's supposed to be cold. There you go. Outside in the trash. Alright. I don't know how big they are. I don't know how big they are. I was thinking they were bigger than they were. Yeah, I might have put. Aha. What? I don't know how many they were. Tell you the truth. They would all be in the same bag.
Put all these little bags in it. Solid stuff.
This might be the only one I was thinking of. It's still fucking hot. It's supposed to be like this all day. Hello, welcome in everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody this Tuesday morning? Although I thought it was Wednesday for some reason. I'm gonna wait till 12:30. Today I will start my presentation. People coming confused. If they don't, I understand. Hello, what's new? What's up? Doing today? Goodbye. Sorry. This is wait. Wait, 5 minutes and then start. Talking about it doesn't care. I got something to do with shit I'm How's everybody? Is everybody up to? Are you ready to talk about this crazy one? This is sure enough a crazy ass case too. She's just a little out there per se. Fold. Stickers together. Hey, JS. I don't know who else has been here. I've had 2 people popping in and out the whole time. So I don't know if they're eyes are just here to listen. But I figured I'd wait till 12:30 to start talking about my games in case people can follow me. So a couple more minutes. I thought you were going to give me the bag to do it. I thought you were giving me the bag to do it. I was waiting in the house for the bag. I just put everything over here on top of the pile so it wouldn't blow over. I get bad winds out here. You're like, oh, it's overcast, and looked out the window and the sun's blaring down on the spot. Yeah, well, the hot aggravates my fire breath.
Yeah, oh, I'm actually.
You need it? Yeah. You got plenty of pieces inside.
Yeah, this is shit.
Alright, give me a minute, y'all. Ah! I'll get back to my phone in a second. I see one red ant. I'm done. They are not getting good today by them damn things. I've took enough Benadryl the last few days working out here than I have in a whole summer. It's crazy. Oy. I'll be done in 1 minute. Right how we did it. Started doing it. Then I come out here and he's you know, to help him, I do it by myself. It's different if I was getting paid to do this shit. Guys, freaking ass likes me coming to help. His ass ain't gotta fucking pay me. Ow, cut myself. I need to own stock of Band-Aid. Oh, the trash can. It's hot. picked up all the trash. Excuse me. Oh. All right. Don't look like anybody else is here. Alright, so Megan Boswell. Her and this boy started dating in 2017. He was 18. They were just about to graduate school, and they decided to get together. So it was a very good relationship. It was a little bit toxic, but if you guys read up on her, you see that you can understand why it was a toxic relationship. In the wake of school, she ended up getting pregnant at the age of 17. Had little Evelyn May in November 2019, I believe it was. Yes. 2019, she had November. Just before her 18th birthday. And lived on her family's compound, which that is in their words, not mine, with her father and her two little siblings while she was pregnant with Evelyn. And I want to say it was Blunthill. Evelyn's dad owned a lot of property out there. I'll go out there and do it in a minute. Go out there and do it in a minute. Cool. Whatever. So his father owned a lot of land out there, and other cousins had trailers spread out throughout the sheds, building places, and then there was this little playhouse that was just Megan. Now, he's got little playhouse on the back of that. So even while she was pregnant with that Evelyn, she was still living with her father. Her mother was very disgusting, like what she was. They prepared for that had Evelyn and a brother, and they split up. They got divorced or whatever, got back together and had 2 kids after they got married. By the time Megan was 13, they split up. Not too sure about her father's escapades, but her mom was very promiscuous, and she is currently, and was currently at this point, dating somebody in the cloud. Hello. And so I'll get back to them here in a little bit. Just keep in mind, Megan's mom wasn't really a mother. She was in and out of her life. So you can't count her in as a mother. Her father basically was mom and dad her whole life. At the age Megan had Evan in 2019. Ethan was 18, graduate, or he did graduate high school, let's say, and he went into the military stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana. So he really wasn't much in her life, and from what I've gathered and seen from his side of the family, they didn't have much to do with Evelyn due to Megan's law, I guess you would say. Oh shit, I forgot the music was still on. I'm sorry, I thought it was off. Is that better? I am so sorry. Can you hear me better now, hon? Okay, I forgot it was on because it wasn't, I couldn't hear it, so I didn't know. Did you hear anything that I said? That is a long thing to go over. I wonder if you can even hear it if you play back. I might have to do it all over again. Do I have to redo the whole intro, or do I just go from where I left off? Because I don't know if you can hear if you heard anything. Damn, my ice melted. No, what? That doesn't help, woman. What are we knowing? No, I don't have to go over the intro, or no, you couldn't hear anything from the beginning. God, I hate pine straw. There's so much pine straw that's got my damn sinuses going crazy today. Huh? Now you guys are really confusing me. Do I have to? Okay, just put a 1 in the chat if I have to redo my intro to this. I think JL was the only one in here from the beginning. No, I have a stalker that's been in here from the beginning too, but they don't talk, they just watch. No, I had music playing and I didn't realize I had the intro music still on. Because I went early, so I just put music on in case people came in and I could just listen to it. Yeah, I guess. But do I do the whole intro over again? Yeah. Oh my God. Look, y'all. He wants me to be out here. Look at how fucking bright it is out here. There's like no shade at all. It's just dead in the middle of the fucking sun. That's gonna have to wait. I'll get to that here in a little bit. I'm not doing that. It's too fucking sunny right out there right now. Give me something else to do. I'm not doing that trash right now. It's too fucking hot out there for me. I'll do it, but when the sun comes on this side. Oh, was she live? See, I just went ahead and continued, since I didn't do the live yesterday, I just went ahead and just redid it for today. So, no, not here. It's not. It says we're not supposed to get no rain till tomorrow sometime. You'd be lucky if you get the rain. I feel a lot better now that I have my data back. I'll feel even better when my fucking internet gets put back on. All right, so let's get into Megan, y'all. So Megan grew up on her family's compound in Boswell, Tennessee. Um, on this compound of land, there was her dad's house, which her little brother and sister lived in, as well as her dad. Then spread out throughout the land, there was other cousins and aunts and uncles that lived there too. There's a bunch of outbuildings, shed type things, I guess. I don't know. People up north call them sheds. People down here call them storage buildings, I guess. And then there was this little playhouse that was built for Megan when Megan was a little girl. All right. Now, her trial is February 20. Her trial starts February 6th. Her trial got moved from September 26th because they are waiting for DNA to come back on something, and they're trying to get it moved from Sullivan County to a different county because they feel that she's not going to have a fair trial, which I do agree with them. She will not get a fair trial, but I don't think she'll get a fair trial anywhere because of the publicity of this case. I mean, grant you, it's not as big as it was with Summers, but it is well known. Yeah, they moved it to February 6th, 2023. Hello, Betty Joe. How are you? Yeah. I mean, so they're waiting on the DNA from the fingerprints. They're waiting on to see if they can move the case. And there is another hearing for something else. I'm not sure if they're trying to get her to get a mental health evaluation, which I'm sorry. In this case, she doesn't need no damn mental. She's not dumb. She's not uh, mentally challenged in any way. This woman, child, whatever you want to call her, knows what she did, knows exactly what she did. She just is a pathological liar. So, and from my understanding, she withheld Evelyn from the father's family, so they didn't know very much of things that were going on because of that. She's pitiable. Like, there's so many people that deserve to have kids that can't have kids, and then you have dumbasses like her that can go ahead and send them out any which way they want to, and look at the shit that happens from it. But so we got to keep in mind, she didn't have her mom growing up per se, living with her. Her mom and dad did get divorced at one point in time, then got remarried, and then got divorced again. So when they first got married, they had Megan and Tommy Jr. Then they got divorced, and when they got remarried, they had the two younger kids. And then they got divorced again when Megan was about 13 years old. And then that was it. Then Angela had multiple partners in between 13, Megan being 13 and 17. She was addicted to some kind of substances. Um, Tommy Sr. worked his whole life. He was dedicated to his kids. And actually, he is the one that put in the call saying that they have nobody's seen the baby in a few months and wanted to know what's going on and see if they can do a autopsy, whatever. Um, yeah, she is a liar. She's a pathological liar. She believes her own fucking lies. She is a hypocritical, pathological liar. But, so, where the fuck was I? So, Ethan, the baby's dad, is in the military. He went in straight from high school. He got he did his boot camp in Fort Leavenworth, Missouri, which is also known as Fort Lost in the Woods. He did his AIT training in California, and then he got stationed in Fort Polk, Louisiana. Don't ask how I know all this. I'm very good with the military. Um, let's see. So he really wasn't in the baby's life from day one because he was trying to situate his career. Not that he didn't want anything to do with the baby, but it's hard when you're not married in the military and you have children with somebody that's in the military, especially going in as low as he did. He was only a private, I think, second or third class when he went in. So, he didn't have very much pay. They get paid shit when they're that low in the totem pole. Who? You try to find out who was the dad or Evelyn's dad or what's Megan's dad? And I was talking to some earlier, and we came to the conclusion because they were saying something about Don Sheriffy Jr. Now we know he knows the Boswells. He actually was friends with Tommy Jr. Therefore, so he knew Megan, but they never had a romantic relationship. So, and he wasn't around at this time with Evelyn Gomez. Yeah, he's still in the military, and that's probably why you couldn't find any information on him because when you go into the military, your life you have your life before, but once you go in, it's hard to find any information without going through proper channels in the military. I know how to work around them. My daughter's father, yes, very confidential. My daughter's father was Fort Bragg. So I know a lot of them that work up there, a lot of the NCOs, and a lot of the JAG people. Because I had to go through fucking shit. It's my daughter's father. Or her sperm donor, because actually my husband is the one that took care of her most of her life. Besides the what, 2.5 years that her dad attempted to keep her. It's funny as shit. Take a preteen, you're dumb as hell. You should have took her when her in her younger years, you dumb fuck. Anyway, off subject. But yeah, his life now is classified until he does his time in the military. I actually know somebody that's stationed at Fort Polk, so I get a little bit of information here and there from him. But yeah, so he's in Louisiana at the current moment, unless he is overseas now, which could be a possibility. So now we're to Evelyn being born. Evelyn Mae Boswell. That makes me wonder why she didn't give her the dad's last name. I always wonder that. Why? Why would you not, if you know who your child's father is, why would you not put their name on the birth certificate? Even though they're not there to sign, you still can put their name down. Doesn't make any sense to me. And a kid, especially at that age, it's hard and a lot of money to take care of. So, the little waitressing jobs that she did, you can't tell me actually took care of that baby. So she had to be on some kind of government assistance, which, you can't find them records out anyway. They're not public. So that could be the reason why she didn't put the baby's dad down. She probably said she didn't know who he was. But all these paintbrushes are cleaned out too. So we're back to her having the baby in November. Not quite sure what day it was. I know it's in between my birthday and Thanksgiving, and that's a 2-week span. So, almost, 2.5 weeks. So, it's somewhere in the beginning of November to the middle of November. She had Evelyn and continued to live with her father. Maybe he was helping supporting her, I'm not sure. And with the 2 younger kids, mom is still in and out. By this time, mom is heavily on substances and in and out of jail along with the boyfriend. So in the process of Megan working, she was introduced to this guy named Hunter. Hunter Collins, I think his name was. Yeah, Hunter Collins, which his family is well known in the area because they own, I think, a couple different restaurants. So they started dating or seeing each other, and the whole time that they were seeing each other, he heard of Evelyn, but never once seen Evelyn. Coming from him, he never laid eyes on Evelyn. Because, yeah, the hot dog shop guy. Hey, Maze, what are you doing, beautiful? Well, that's not really dumbass. I mean, but the only thing is you can't, without him being on the birth certificate, if you do go for some kind of government assistance, they normally wouldn't give it to you because you don't have somebody to put down on the birth certificate. Because then you have to go through all the DNA testing because they've got to have a person to go after for the money that they give you so they can get it back. Um, yeah, I kind of believe that he didn't have who she was. But he is kind of suspicious too. If you watch the interview with him, I don't know. But we do know from the time Evelyn was reported missing, which was February 6th of 2020. Yeah, 2020. Um, no, 2021. The last time she was seen by anybody was December 26th, 2020. She disappeared. And February 6th is when they were notified that Evelyn was missing and that nobody had seen her for a couple of months. And from that point, Megan did quite a few news, what are they called? interviews, did quite a few news interviews, and every interview she did, it was a different lie. Even the sheriff said that. Like every time she talked to them, the news, everything was different. Different, different with the from where the baby was to where who had the baby. You know, she said her babysitter had the baby. Now, then we come to find out it was her mom that would watch the baby while she was at work. And her mom supposedly did something with her daughter, and her mom did this, and she was scared of her mom. That's why she didn't want to tell anybody who it was. I just don't believe any of that. And then she didn't tell news, but she told the sheriff's office when just before they found Evelyn, or just before they told her Evelyn that they did find her, she told them that she already knew that Evelyn had passed on, but she didn't know where her body was. Never said how she passed away. Yes. I thought it was the 26th or 20 or September 28th. But yeah, she has a motion for the change of venue. Then she has the DNA, the motion in for the court date. Well, she had the motion in for the court date. And I can understand why the judge did, in fact, go along with that, though, because the DA would have had a conviction, but the conviction could have got overturned for a technicality if they would have brought up this DNA thing later on. So go ahead and let it get over and done with. Just she's sitting in jail anyway, so it's not like she's a danger to anybody else, anybody but herself right now. I mean, she hasn't been on no kind of suicide watch. She hasn't been segregated from anybody. She's in general population, honestly. Um, I think, but with her being in general population, she's still not in with like, I don't know how they do the jails up there for women in Tennessee. I don't know how they do it, if they do it in blocks or if they do it in dorms or, you know, how they split them up. I don't know how they do that. So, yeah, TBI really screwed up a lot of their cases in Tennessee. Oh my freaking God. I wish I would have took a screenshot of all the cases that they still have ongoing and how long they've been ongoing for, y'all. TBI is, oh my God, they just need to let FBI come in and take over everything. Like every case. Because they are just, they're slow. They don't want to do anything. And it's getting crazy. Where's the caulk so I can go around and caulk the holes? Right here. I gotta find something, a rag or something. Oh yeah, Summers is the biggest one. Well, see, I feel like TBI screwed up so bad with Summer because they've never had a case like Summers, and that's understandable too. I mean, not that they never had one like Summers, but one with so many people on the case. You know what I'm saying? Like Summers grew in a matter of week. Oh, within a week of her being missing, it grew. Like it went from just Tennessee and maybe surrounding states to the whole entire United States and and beyond. Like there's people from so many different countries that have heard of Summer's case. And that also, hold on, and honestly, that with so many people views and so many different opinions and theories. people, and they're constantly calling the TBI daily. What's going on with Summer's case? Have you guys got any new information? What's going on with Summer's case? First off, they ain't got to tell you jack shit. You know, they don't got to tell us jack shit what's going on with Summer's case. And obviously, you can see that because they haven't told us jack shit about Summer's case. But then you got the dummies like Scooby Boob Troop that goes up there and causes nothing but fucking drama. I'm sorry, I just found that very uncalled for. Like, there was no reason for any of them to go up there and do the shit they did. There's no reason for them to follow the wells around. You want answers. Everybody wants answers. But it's still not right for them to go around doing the shit that they did. None. You know, even if the Wells was allowed to get the boys back, how would they even be able to provide for them kids? They lost their job because of that group. Literally. And you know, and I knew that was gonna happen because they were going yelling, sitting there in the fucking neighborhood, calling them baby killers, and you can't be doing that in them kind of housing projects. No, use your brain. Nobody's been cleared though yet, Mars. Not one person. And the reason why they haven't been cleared is because between Hawkins County and TBI, none of them can get their fucking shit straight. I'm gonna tell you what. I called Hawkins County one day, and I wasn't gonna, I wasn't gonna ask any details of the case or anything like that. I just wanted to know who was over the case. Was it Hawkins County or was it TBI? So the person I talked to said, "Oh, it's Hawkins County. No, it's TBI. TBI is the one running the case." And I was like, "Are you sure about that?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, positive." They took it over, so I called TBI. TBI told me the complete opposite. It's Hawkins County's case, and they're just assistant. So I guess it depends on the day you call and the person you get, because none of them know what the fuck they're talking about. But okay, and so the thing with the YouTube between, I'm not too sure about Candace. I I don't even want to talk about her right now because that could be a whole live in its own. Don, I've always said from day one, I don't think the parents have done anything to harm Summer. I feel like Don is very suspicious, very fucking suspicious. Don is very suspicious in my eyes. But I don't feel like they did anything to harm Summer. Not physically, anyway. We know they were neglectful. We know they, were very unorthodox parents, but kids don't come with a rule book. You guys know this. Every kid is different. Not every kid is the same. I mean, I have my own opinions on them, and we'll talk about them on a different day. But um, back to why they weren't cleared is because they can't get their shit together. Like, they don't even know who's running the fucking case, let alone trying to clear people. Like, everybody's still a suspect. Everybody. And if everybody's still a suspect, how the hell can they allow people to move out of state? Like, I'm pretty sure Grandma Candy's in Wisconsin or Arkansas or wherever the hell it is that she is. But I'm pretty sure she's not in Tennessee no more. And if nobody was cleared, then why the hell and how the hell can they allow her to move? And that's That's your opinion, Betty Joe. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But regardless of what people think, there's no evidence that they've done anything to harm Summer. None whatsoever. And that's another reason why they can't get their shit together, because they don't have enough evidence. They don't have nothing on the parents. Because if there was something on them doing something this summer, and if they really felt like that, they would have been arrested already. They would have been arrested. Look at Cody Bigsby's dad. He got arrested within a week of Cody going missing. So that tells you right there's not enough evidence on the Wells. There's no evidence that they did anything, and there's no evidence that they didn't do anything. That's why I said it's your opinion. You're allowed to your opinion. You're entitled to think what you want to think. But until we have the evidence, I'm always be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. That's how I was raised, and that's how I'm going to go. I'm not saying that I have full, complete faith in our justice system. No, hell no. No. But I still am with that. I don't think they've done anything. Now, if I am wrong and they are proven that they've done something to Little Summer, then yes, I will gladly apologize to everybody that I have ever argued with over the fact. But until we have some more evidence saying that they've done something, I've got to be I've got to be neutral ground. Like I just don't bash them, and that's one thing I don't allow in my chat either. We don't bash people. We can sit there and joke, but there's no reason to bash these people. Most people go on what they've seen or what they've heard, but that's not walking a day in a life in these people's shoes to know exactly what they've been going through or what they've been dealing with or what happened. And until your life mirrors exactly what their life is like, we can't really hold judgment until we get proof. Oh, I'm not saying you're arguing, sweetheart. No, 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 no. Don't think like that. Please don't think like that. It has no, no. Like I said, everybody's allowed and entitled to their own opinion. All I ask is just don't bash them. And you didn't do that. I was just asking ahead of time before it got there, if it ever got there. You understand? I would never, ever, ever be like that towards somebody because they had a difference of opinion. Never. That's what makes us all human. That's what makes us all different. We are allowed to think differently. Oh yeah, I got I got falsely accused of some shit, and that's what's going around right now about me in certain people's lives. Like they say I'm a really bad person because I got falsely charged with something and the judge threw it out. I got charged, not convicted. There's a difference. And obviously they don't know how to read. They only take shit for face value. But it's okay. It's not about me. But yeah, so I mean, I have no right to judge anybody, and that's my point. Like I have been falsely accused of stuff. And if it would have got to the wrong people, I could have fucking really, really been in a lot of trouble. But thank God, it got dispersive before it went any further. So I have no right to judge anybody on anything they've done, and you would never hear me judge anything on anything that anybody else has done unless I've already been through it. And I know most people have the thought because of how Don's childhood was. But my thing on that is, and I've said this plenty of times, I'm not, we heard it from his mouth. We know it happened. But my thing is why wait 40 years till your niece went missing? A niece that you never even knew about. Why would you wait 40 years to come out with that kind of shit? Now, if it bothered you that damn bad, you'd have came out with it as soon as you were able, you were an adult, if it bothered you that bad. If you were worried about him doing it to other people, then why didn't you say something sooner? I understand they lived in the type of house that uh, what happens in my house stays in my house. I understand that completely. I really do. But once you turn of age and you move out of that house, you do what you need to do to protect yourself and others. So I just don't, I don't know why they came out with it so many years later. And not for nothing, if I'm not mistaken, this genie that Don played house with as a kid, gross, but still, all kids fucking explore. All kids play house. All kids play doctor. Like, well, I know when I was growing up, all kids did. Nowadays, they do technology shit. But I feel like it should have been told a lot sooner than you're missing, than when your niece was missing, that you never once met. You know? It feels like to me that they were, it feels like to me that they were kind of trying to take it away from Summer's case, because now it made it into a bigger fucking mess by bringing this out and all the other bullshit that's already going on with that family and neighborhood. So now you have another thing to throw in there. I don't know. Okay, and I understand that completely, Betty Joe. But if this happened to her when she was 5, and it was ongoing until she was around 12, you know what I'm saying? And then you move out of the house when you're between, I think she was 16 or 17 when she moved out of her house. So therefore, if you were so worried about this man, why didn't you go then and get him arrested? That's my thing on it. And I understand it's hard. But 40 years later, that's my thing on it. It's not that, you know, I don't believe that it happened, because I do. My thing is why so many years later, but you had all this time before your niece went missing to say something. Why did you wait until your niece went missing? You had no idea about this little girl until she went missing. You had no idea that he had a little girl, but you knew he had little boys. If you were that worried, why weren't you worried that something would have happened to your nephews? See, and that's my thing. That's where I get kind of confused with everything, because you don't know what to believe. But like I said, I'm not saying I don't believe her, by no means. I would never discredit somebody that said they've been essayed. I personally myself have dealt with it, but everybody's different and everybody has a different outlook on it. Because when it happened to me, I went right to anybody that would listen to me and told them. But that's me, because I didn't feel like it was right and it needed to be taken care of, although it wasn't taken care of. Yes. And I understand that. I fully do understand it makes people scared. But once you're an adult, um, you shouldn't have that fear no more, you know, because you could protect yourself because the people that were supposed to protect you failed you. So it, I don't, I mean, even though it's bad, no matter what age, SA is not okay for any age. I just feel like if it traumatized her as much and as badly as she says, then she'd have came out a lot sooner than when she heard her niece went missing. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like I would feel like that she should have came out with it sooner rather than wait to come out with it. Because to me it just seems like she was trying to take away from Summer's case. In reality, it did. Because everybody's stuck on the SA thing. Well, myself, I don't think he did it for something. I really don't. He's a control freak, yes. Summer wasn't no shy little girl in no way, shape, or form. And at that age, being SA'd that early of an age, you'd be pretty shy towards people, like worried, But then again, that's something she could have been brought up thinking it was okay. I don't know. But I'm honestly, just in my opinion, I don't believe that he did anything to his daughter. Yeah, I believe that I'm with you there too. I believe everybody thinks it's a game, like it's some kind of movie script or something. No, there is a little girl missing, and whether she be alive or not, she's still missing. She can't be at peace or at rest if she isn't with us anymore. And we've had this talk a couple times about her being here or not. I just keep the faith with it all. Like I always try to see the good in somebody before I see the bad. I don't know why. I've always been like that. And then I regret it after I realize it. But yeah, I believe, and and it's not for nothing, but I believe the YouTubers just make it worse. Honestly, like I went there for her visual for her 1 year visual, and to me, it was more like a memorial than a visual. Like it's supposed to be celebrating her life, not celebrating her death. And that's what I felt like. And like I didn't have no weird feelings going to her house, um, going anywhere in Rogersville or in Kingsport. No kind of weird feelings until I got to the watering hole. And it wasn't the water that made me have a weird feeling. Is when you look at that tree that they made like a little shrine to her in. Like that's what put me at unease. I'm like, God, it's like they're mourning her. Like, do you guys know something we don't know? And that's what put me at ease. But I even went into the water a little bit. And I mean, my friend that I was with walked into the water. It's not really deep. Not at all. Hi, Kimmy. How are you, sweetheart? How are you feeling today, love? I gotta find the damn coffee. We're just about done with that trim, so I gotta go in there and caulk and then paint. Ugh, paint. Anybody want to paint for me? But as far as Megan, like we until these next couple trials come up, which I think there's one in September, there's one in November, and then her trial starts in February. So until we get the next two hearings over with, or the next hearing and the next motion, we don't know very much more on her. Besides all the lies she told, which pissed me off. Like, she lied so damn much. And then she fake cried. Like, you didn't see not one tear come out of that girl's eyes. You're fine, sweetheart. Take your time. Don't rush. Is that the last little bit you have to put down? So because I want to wait till you're done in here before I start coughing. I can go quicker when you're not in the same room with me. Oh my God, y'all, it is hot out here. I'm afraid to go see what the temperature is in the car. 93 degrees outside right now. Why? It has a top on it. Why would you do that? Daniel! Really? You don't make no sense.
I was just trying to open it a little bit to see if any
No, why would you open it? Take it
I'm
out.
trying to open it just a hair, see if there's any water. I didn't do it.
So he did something that I would have normally did, but I was smart enough not to do it today. So he did it.
Maybe you'll do it tomorrow.
No, I'm not. We ain't bringing shit tomorrow. All we gotta bring is the trailer to put the shit in to take off to the dump.
The trash. Quit chopping my damn canvas.
Well, I need a rag. There is none. No rags. You keep forgetting the rags from up at your mom's house, and we don't have any. You didn't buy any, so dirty ass hands all over shit.
You might print on your water.
Why I didn't get in the water, you dumbass. Yeah, it's hot. Well, Mars said it's supposed to start raining up by her house, and I think she's about 2 hours from me. So Mars, one of the ladies in my chat.
Ours is a long way from here.
No, she don't. She lives in about 2 hours.
Way up down around the corner.
Yeah, way up yonder around the corner, through the field. You know, got to cut through a couple of tobacco fields before you get to her house. I swear to God, our state is nothing but tobacco and corn, and it's not like real corn; it's deer corn.
Basically.
Like we can't eat that shit.
You made me fucking get
I know. I wish it would fucking rain. Like we keep getting like little dark clouds over, and I'm like, yes, rain, and then they move away, and the sun comes back out. I'm like, son of a bitch. I got the trash, pretty much all the trash picked up out front too.
where?
Out front, it's all wood and shit out there.
Yeah.
That's wood in the carpet rolls and. I got up late today and I'm still sleepy. Yep, couple cornfields and a couple tobacco fields down the path. Oh my God, it was funny. One night we were driving down this road. We were smoking a blunt, driving down this road. We were supposed to be at his cousin's party or something, and we ended up taking off just to go smoke. And we were on the way back to their house, and I was like, just go straight and see where it goes. The fucking road ended in a field, like literally in the field. And I was like, no wonder why people get in accidents on this fucking road because they don't realize the road ends. And there's no sign that says no outlet, dead end, or nothing like that. Field ahead, nothing. You just run out of pavement, and it's into a dirt road. It doesn't even go into a dirt road; it goes straight into the freaking field. So funny. What the? Are you talking about the corn, Kimmy? It's deer corn, so it's not our type of corn. It's not silver queen or nothing like that. It's strictly to attract the deer, to plump them babies up. Buffaloes. Are you are you serious? There's buffaloes up by here. The only buffaloes that we have down this way are at the Aloha Zoo. Is there? What like? Oh, they're raised, not wild.
No, they're not wild. The Indians and shit, they have buffalo there. Uh, we used to go to Brandon and do cut.
That's where she's at in Greensboro.
His name was Buffalo Nuts.
Buffalo nuts.
That's what they call that in group. They do. I said, what? Brian Bull?
Yeah,
Brian Bull?
Brian who? Brian Bold.
Bull.
I thought you said Bold. I don't know what the fuck you said.
Bull. B-O-L-E-S. Oh.
No, we had cows run down the road one day when we were on our way home from work from one of the jobs. That was funny. Usually the only thing you have to look out for down this way is deer. Coyotes, deer, and fox. Turkeys too. Yeah, they like to. The turkeys down here will fuck with you bad while you're driving. They'll try to make you wreck. It's funny as shit. My friend's like, all right, today's the day I kill your ass. And he never came out. But this one turkey, there's just one turkey that likes to aggravate everybody. I couldn't eat them. They're too gamey. I don't like killing animals to eat anyway. No, Greensboro. Greensboro. That's why I said a couple hours from us, dumbass. No, Greensboro, not Rayford, not Hope County. They're raised out there. But we have some here. They're at the Aloha Zoo. Oh, wow. They come that close? They won't come that close to you here. She said she has a video of this one deer that kept humping her son.
Hey, I think got a cat out there on the he got his face all of a sudden they come with on his hind legs and they just like shit. And this kid punching him, like they hit him with his hooves, put his chest and his face all over.
She's on the border of Rudolph and Randolph, and Guilford. God bless. Yeah, that's what they do around us too. Well, they don't actually come by my yard anymore because of my dogs. They'll go in the field right past my dogs because we have like a what is it? A cornfield behind us or a bean field?
They ain't playing corn every year.
What is it? It's usually corn, though, right?
Yeah, she was corn every other year.
It's usually deer corn.
This year he got vegetables out there going.
Good luck.
Well, he got plowed most of that. He got rid of that field inside out.
Our vegetables didn't grow very well this year. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. He said, "Let me in." Yeah, he wanted to come in with y'all. He's like, hey, buddy, come here. I won't hurt you. I promise. Just come here, come here, come here. All right. Love your face, Kimmy. Have a good day, sweetheart.
Man, I need some pliers. You know where the bone knives are at?
In one of the buckets or in your tool bag, but offhand, no. Uh-uh. Pliers aren't in there either. They got to be outside. You need them or no? Check in your tool bag.
Not in my tool bag.
But anyway, beautifuls, what do you guys have planned for the rest of your day? Now, see, do you guys what I mean by like every time I want to talk about a different case, summer comes into play somehow. Always. You know, my grapes went bad, y'all. I bought grapes to make candied grapes with, so I froze them, and now they're going bad. I really had the taste for some damn fruit today. Nap. What's a nap? I don't get a nap. I need one, but I don't get one. This heat, I swear to God, I'll be riding down the road. And with this heat, the way this heat is, I'll be riding down the road. As soon as I hit, like, that air hits me real good, that's it. I'm asleep. I am in the night. God, it smells like gas out here. Last day here to do work. Tomorrow we come out here with the trailer and put all the stuff in here and take it off to the landfill. And that's it. No more out here. No more. No more. Gone. Bye bye. Dang, I can't wait not to have to get up and come out here in the morning. Promise. Oh, the sun came back out. I swear it knows when I come outside, y'all. I promise you. It'd be nice and like overcast as soon as I walk out that damn door. Same thing like that. So yeah, don't forget to look up on Dylan Groves. That's gonna be a better and interesting one. I think I have more to say about that one.
I got some copper in the wall.
When? Oh. This sun gives me a fucking headache, y'all. Man. Give me 1 second. Alright. Hey Maisie, message me real quick. Yeah, you mean the Dylan Rounds case? There's no fear here? Ain't no fear. I'm not, I don't know, I can't get into Dylan Rounds. Like, I really don't want to get into ones that are still in the investigation. You know, I learned my lesson with some case. Same thing with Monkey's case. I just can't, I can't. It's too much to them. Mm. It is a strange case, and that's another reason why I don't want to get into it because there's too much like Summers, honestly. Just he's grown, and she's a kid. They don't. They well, I mean, they can if they want to. Tell you the truth, like there are some people that disappear on their own, not because they're made to disappear, but just because they don't want to be. They go off grid, like they go into the wilderness and live their life and not have never deal with people again. But I don't see an 18, 19-year old boy or a 5-year-old girl doing that. Although, honestly, I believe if Summer did wander off, I believe she could make it in the wilderness. Not a year, but I believe she'd be able to handle her own there for a little bit. She's a very smart little girl and probably knew them woods better than any adult around there. Yeah, so would my husband. He would too. He can live off the land. I would end up perishing away. I can't live off the land. I could go maybe be all vegetarian now, yeah, but yeah, I gotta have my bread. I gotta have bread. I gotta have pasta. Yeah, not unless she wandered off and somebody was in the woods and took her to the woods. I'm still wanting to know why the dog scent went straight to JSD's foot. Like, I don't know if that was a drug dog or if it was a search and rescue dog. Yeah, I gotta have electricity. No, I, like a dumbass, muted myself. But I think that's why I have the theory that she either wandered off or somebody did take her, because with all them dogs, it had to be somebody they knew and that was known to the property so the dogs wouldn't bark. Or if she wandered off, that's another reason why they didn't bark, because they could have followed her. Yeah, I was talking, and then I just looked down and said, "Did we lose Dippy?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, did it again." I think my husband wants to get away from this house. I think he's ready to get away from this house. I mean, my dogs will bark at the change of the wind, but if they know somebody, they're okay. Um, if they're okay, they won't bark. They'll bark to let us know somebody's there, but once they realize who it is, they'll shut up. They won't bark at all. But not all dogs are like that either. Like some dogs won't bark until you get out the car. Daisy's gonna let me bark if dogs take me. What? All right. So what? Line two. Number. I don't know. Like don't bark when the mailman's there. Don't bark. It barks when UPS comes because they don't like the sound of a truck. But I mean, it all depends too on how they feel. If it's raining out, they won't bark at all. If it's too hot, they might lay down on the ground and look, take their head up and bark once, and then put their head back down. Like my dogs are very weird. She just might be half senile.
Keep grabbing that thing.
Dum, dum, dum. It all depends on how bad he antagonizes her. I got pit bulls, so they're very unpredictable animals. that's cold. That feels good. Ooh, that's a weird breed. My sister-in-law has a husky, a full-bred husky, and we have full-bred pits. I don't think I could deal with a pit husky mix. Does she have the fur like a husky? Poor thing if she does. What? You're done in there? Are you done in there? I'll go in there now. I've been waiting for you to get done. Wanted to make sure you were done in there before I went in there. No, you have not. Well, I was out. No, 30 minutes ago I was outside getting the rest of the trash out. Rely on somebody else. La dee dee da. I'm ready for a damn nap, y'all. Did I switch it back? I didn't switch it back. Trust me, I'd love to nail gun him to a wall. You got jokes today, sis. Trust me, it would have already been done if I could do it. Not yet. She's working on it. She said she was. You got the card anyway. You got the card. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this now, and I'll come back on later. But I love your faces, and I will see you then.